it's a pleasure to be here, man. Traveled all the way from Coventry, and I've been looking forward to this, man. I've been looking forward to this. I mean, every time I get a chance, an opportunity to perform, it's always a blessing for me, man. I remember growing up not being able to stand in front of people and, you know, share anything, really. I was one of those kids in school where, you know, when you're reading in school, you're reading collectively, and the teacher will be like, okay, can the next person read this paragraph? My heart used to just go on a mad one. I used to be so fearful because I felt like whatever I had to say on my voice didn't have a stand or didn't have the essence to be heard. So it was only until I met some mentors around me that kind of pushed me to realize the power behind your voice, the power behind who you are as a human being, as an individual, that I realized that, you know what, I do have something to offer. So every time I get a chance, it's always a blessing. So I appreciate you guys for having me today. So I'm going to share some spoken word and I'm going to share some music with you lot. Is that okay? Yeah. All right, then. Marcy's son, Imelda's only one. This one's for the orphans, better turn the volume up. Better weigh up who's real to see who will hold you up. No need for new friends, some old ones had to live to level up. I was dancing with the devil, slinging pebbles on my pedal bike. Bible in my backpack, wondering what heaven's like. Thinking, does God forgive when circumstances got you here? If D never told me choose, I probably would have done some years. But ignorance isn't blessed when you're blessed with a good start. Always had a good heart. Have mercy, good Lord. Meant well without knowing what being well meant. Lost in amazing bewilderment. Wilderness, real life unfiltered it's. Clearer than the day we used to choke and spliffs. Young life holds us more chances. And people's spirit, careful who you're mixing with. You can miss me with that blood over water crap. It's who was there and who wasn't, like a photograph. They do it for autographs. I do it so more can pass. Like a black Moses. I'm trying to play my part. We'll make it, dog. Without faking, dog. All in the waiting, huh? Being patient, huh? My boy got section, that situation still hurts me now. But liberation is show see like Mason Mount. Conversations on mental health never raised the brow. Till bro heard voices and couldn't fade them out. But you can't break a king, you can only tilt his crown. So look around, it's the rise of the misfits. Have your mind aligned with the distance. It's a marathon, never a quick sprint. Who you're broke with, hope you get fixed with. And life's never black and white nights mixed with. A lot of grey, a lot of red, a lot of mixing. And you can be a victor or a victim, a vicar or a vixen, a flicker or the flicting. At the end, it's just you and your reflections. So take the message fully. Rest in peace to Cully, another Aldermore baby who spoke hustle fluent. I know depression fluent. I pray you find some light. In everything that I'm doing, I'll keep your name alive. I finally know my why. I finally know it's time. I went from slow replies to John, name your price. Thank you. Appreciate you all. How are we feeling? We still here? You lot are awesome. So, growing up, I grew up a bit differently. So, I was raised in South East London, then became an orphan. Oh, South London in the house? What part of South London? Lewisham. Okay. Thamesmead. Okay. And I said, no. All right, okay. I was only there till 11 years old, but yeah. Then I moved to Cov, and Cov was home, man. So I grew up in foster care, and it was me and my sister, man. And my sister is like my... You know when people ask you who's your role model, who's your idol, man? And everyone's like Ronaldo, whatever, or, you know, somebody who's a celebrity. But for me, it's my sister, man. My sister's such a powerful woman and a powerful being, man. She always spoke life into my life. You know, and I remember just watching her work and watching her graft and still, you know, getting promoted and, you know, finishing university and having no excuse. And that inspired me so much. So the next poem I'm going to do for you guys is called Dream, Do, Achieve. And it's just inspired by my sister and her life. The only silver spoon we had was the one we started cups of teas with. We wore untellable smiles proudly, for they preserved our household secrets, and if demons were just a figment of our indoctrination, then how do you explain the infestation of discord in regards to family relations? But home was always the safest. As one hug from mum would always convey I was a favorite. My sibling disagrees, but I guess it's all a matter of interpretation. I grew up in a city of preserved monuments and community integration where our social status was a mutual friend that connected us. A place where school teachers didn't know how much faith in us. In fact, no, tell a lie. There were a remnant who were caring because I guess they understood that everything colossal used at a humble inception. And our gifts were meant to be the tunnel out of these trenches. And without sounding pretentious, I knew there was more than this concrete struggle, we just had to cement it. To live like we meant it. Meaning with a purpose for drive to strive for perfection. I witnessed childhood friends get sentenced for serious offenses. I wonder if that had been affirmed, would their struggle for acceptance? Weary tears leaked onto their mother's cheeks as we paid for our choices, and there are no receipts, just a hope and repentance. No accountability, just a lot of suggestions. It's no wonder why they're still carrying that burden of rejection. However, you see, pain, though distressful, is insightful. Despite all that tries to ensure what's in sight falls, grandma's prayers are still waging war, so we're praying for a better tomorrow for our firstborns and the ones to follow. That they may be more inclined to invest and splash on bottles. So the matter I'm always trying to impress on is relatable role models. I'm trying to be the change that I crave for through adolescence. Because I know God forgives. But you see, scars remain tangible enough to provoke our senses, so it's senseless to embark on a journey that needs neglecting. And sometimes we're the one betting on our failure. It's not our fault, we just accommodated the mindsets of our areas. But understanding what's at stake, we stand for the next generation's sake, shaking off these stains left by these wastes of space. So-called role models, rappers, role models, rappers that spat bullets indiscriminately, so we caught their strays. But how good it was to see my friends MGA and Didier, proving that you can dream, do, and achieve if you just apply some faith. I sat with Louis and I could brutally smell the fragrance of humility, but perceived the lion's hunger in his eyes. I said, John, not to make it would be lunacy. He said, forget fame. I'm doing this so my family can lead their dreams through me. So let the tears fall, muscle ache, and let them premeditate their scrutiny, but I refuse to die full this potential we poured out for the youth to drink. So we can achieve the unachievable, regardless of past mistakes, because there can only be one you. So do not stop to emulate, because there are too many syndicates of mediocre lives, but your heart, it's always speaking. Enjoy the open mic. So amplify clearly the desires that cease to decline, because most of the time what we're called to become is what consistently disturbs our minds. Thank you. Appreciate you. So yeah, that one's dream, do, achieve, man. So I'm a big believer of dreams, man, and the power of dream and the power of imagination. I mean, I'm always reminded of this is what I always say to myself, like, and just reality in general. So my grandma taught me faith, the ability to have faith, and she described faith as, the assurance of things not seen, right? And my mom taught me, hope, right? Just hoping for what you want to see in your life. And my sister taught me to put all that into action, and so I'm a big believer of dream. I always say to myself, without having those great women in my life to kind of position myself to think a certain way, I won't be here today. And I look at the journeys of people I grew up with and, where certain people ended up. And the only thing that kind of separates our paths is the great women in my life that kind of shaped me to be here today, man. So I'm a big believer of dreams. And I always speak about my grandma, my mom, and my sister just to honor them, because I feel like it's always a pleasure and a privilege to be given these platforms, but you don't see the background work. You know them ones? The people in the background. So yeah, man. So yeah. So are you lot ready for a song? Wait. Oh, do you want more poetry? Yeah? Bring the song in. All right, so I released this song a couple of months ago called Dreams and Do-Rags, right? I'll tell you a bit of story about this song, man. So we're in the studio, one of my good friends called Danny, and we do these like late night sessions. Did someone say, who knows Danny here? Kev, is that you? Okay. That's my boy. I was about to say, is that Danny? All right. But yeah, Danny's an amazing producer, Danny Azar. And we're in the studio, and because of sometimes the time, we're always working the night because it's the only time that we have to kind of to work, basically. And this studio session was just annoying. Like, nothing was working. We were recording stuff, it wasn't working. And I remember it was about 4 a.m., and I'm just vexed because I'm thinking, we spent all this time and nothing's come out of this session. Matters. So anyways, Danny being Danny doesn't sleep, man. He's always on graft. So he's just playing stuff. And he just played this melody, and I was like, oh, snap, Danny, I think we got something. He said, what do you mean this? Then he just kept playing, started singing, and then this is how Dreams and Do-Rags came about. So yeah, Kev, I'm ready when you are, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I grew up wanting diamond chains, daydreams of private planes, parachutes and parent stages, long way from minimum wages. Know the friends I rode with me, I ride 9 different ranges. Success feels the strangest when you win with strangers. That's why the circle's sacred like the holy pages. Yeah, they say it's in the time and tell them I'm highly favored. From wise men blazers, range sandwiches with James and David. We used to say we wanna make it just to say we made it. Enough cheese to be grated, ricochet the greatness. Life has taught it's not everyone you share a plate with. I'm feeling waved, I see him waving, this is what I dreamt. To dream big and see it through was a sign of strength. I told the creator, guide my muse in designer threads. Odom raise the king, I'm true for it's made. Yeah, okay, I need you guys to clap your hands with me when the beat comes on. Can you turn it up a bit? Yeah, bring it up a bit, that's beautiful. That's fantastic, yes, yes, come on. Hey, I'm loving that, I'm loving that. Yeah, I just need you. That's wonderful. Yeah. Jay. I grew up wanting no commitment, couldn't risk the hurt again. Broken hearts and dead ends, learning how to circumvent. She said these barriers are disparaging. I told her no to self-defense. She loved me when we're friends and still loves me now with more. She wasn't shooting in the gym, but she was cheering and support. You saw the vision and you accept it like it's yours. I've been living this wavy life, mama. When it rumbles, this hunger. Good days ain't promised, not the heroics of these fairy tales. Past lives affecting present selves. Shell feels, always feel safer. Heart never on the sleeves, but on the frills. Till it's will enough to escape, but I'm just will enough to date my dreams. This is everything I dreamt. Come on. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Yeah. I just need your company, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Now listen, I don't know what you guys are going through, but I've had the craziest beginning of the year, right? So many crazy stuff has happened. Went through a car accident, went through a lot of madness, right? And I know a lot of people are going through a lot of difficult stuff. So for this next stage of this song, I need you guys to help me sing it. It's simple lyrics. The lyrics are, blessings gonna rain on me. So blessings gonna rain on me. You're gonna have to wait for it for a second, right? Blessings gonna rain on me. And as you're saying this, just imagine that you're speaking life into your life. You ready? Blessings gonna rain on me. Blessings gonna rain on me. Blessings gonna rain on me. I can't hear you lot. I can hear myself. I can't hear you lot. I can hear Reese. Blessings gonna rain on me. That's beautiful. A bit louder. Say it like you mean it. Keep going, keep going. Blessings gonna rain on me. Blessings gonna rain on me. Yeah. That's wonderful. Keep going. Thank you so much. How you lot feeling? Make some noise for yourselves. That was incredible. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Seriously, I appreciate you guys. Do you guys want another song or a poem? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? You want a song? All right, okay. Make some noise if you want a song. Make some noise if you want a poem. It's like half and half. I don't know. Cam, you pick. Poem. Okay. We go for what? Both. Okay. A poem song. Okay. All right, we'll do some poems then. I'll do another poem, and we get to another song then. So, okay. So this next one we're gonna do is it's about mental health, and the story behind this one is so in Coventry there's a ring. I don't know if you guys have driven in Coventry. Have you guys anyone been to Cov? Yeah. Have you driven the Ring Road? Yeah. And you're still alive? So it's good news. That's good news. But yeah, there's a bridge called the Canal Basin Bridge, and it's a good looking bridge. So there was one situation that happened in the city which touched a lot of people in the city, where a young man, and then a bit of like context towards this thing as well, committed suicide on that bridge, right, in broad daylight. And what was crazy about that situation, aside from him doing that in broad daylight, was instead of people calling for help or whatever, people were just recording, like it was just the norm, you know what I mean? And that just touched my heart completely, man. I said, like, what's going on, man? Like, have we come to this place where not like something like this can't touch our hearts? We're more thinking like social media reporters. I'm gonna put that on Snapchat. I'm gonna put this on Insta, and I just thought it was too deep. So this is called Canal Basin Blues. The borough gaze as a barrage of paraphrase paragraphs alluded to this man's apparent fate. Facebook now accommodates his stillness. The realness captured by a 12 megapixel wide angle camera filtered instantly. Instagram, the land of instantaneous trickles of shares. Subscribing to the notion of being, but not being there. See, bridges are symbolic. In communicating unity, perhaps you being unified with a euphoric like freedom. Heroes welcome. Fellow soldiers sipping on a bittersweet cup of nostalgia. Talking about how they were perceived and the reality that was beyond perception. Sleeves which hid 1,000 cuts, the customer smiled, which consecrated social occasions. In a world where we only pay attention to social media reporters, I wonder what made you cross over. Were you a father to a loving daughter? A husband to a wife who tried but failed to relieve your burdened shoulders? A friend that you tell your deepest secrets to, who will never need to seek an excuse in not meeting you? A troubled soul, soul-searching, so certain I had more to give, but life's cold coating that you gulping for breath like being alive inside a closed coffin. I didn't know you, but I see you often. And often enough, it makes me wonder if I'm dealing with pain properly. I'm alive by God's grace, so I gracefully pace, but in the midnight omelette as I go through life's worries and uncertainties. You made me contemplate the meaning of bridge as your body bridged the gap for all to see. That's not just dead bodies that need an autopsy. For there are things that are killing us daily inside. The area of pride is no surprise to its part in the increased rates of male suicides. And there are many factors that we could ascribe this sadness to, but in hope of a bluer sky, we will one day understand the intricacies of the human mind. But for now, we can utilize the image of you tied, eyes shut, like what accompanies a suit and tie, comprehending the costly nature of time. There's no such thing as a cheaper life. Every life is priceless. Perfectly packaged in unique passages, only what we offer our time to can purchase it. Yet they say this is a generation of Molly and Percocets, where actions aren't preceded by thought or consequence. But imagine the peril we're constantly having to war against. The tug of war for our souls is so immense. I implore with so incensed, watching our minds closely, clothing ourselves in hope, hoping this is a tired depression will not address. Yet we know sometimes the most attractive smiles are combating a crooked sadness that won't relent. It's okay not to be okay, but occasionally you wonder how you're no longer a stranger to this darkened place. The world is a dark place, but it only radiates when we stick together. So if you're willing to rave with me, I hope you'll also be willing to pray for me. When my knees are buckling like I'm aging, see, you can be someone's agent of change or of hate, you see. Thank you. So how long have I got? All right, we'll finish off with a song. Vacation then. All right, you're going to do me a favor. If I finish with a song, yeah, I need you guys to stand up with me for this one. We're going to dance and move, man. Is that all right? Yeah, man. Is that okay? I want to see some I'm going to come closer. I want to see some dance moves, glasses in the air. Just don't budge into anybody, break any legs or anything like that. We haven't got insurance. I'm joking. All right. Can we ready? Let's go. Can we turn it up this? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. I see you. Yeah, you got a pass, I got a pass too. You got me seeing you beside me like I'm part you. Party going for party from this party, then them digits you got a pass through. But that's only if you want to. Like, I don't believe in fate, but you tell me that you rap too cool, then I could pick you up, have a carpool cruising, beaming through the city playing pass loop. She said you love God and you got tats too. I can't lie, I'm not a baller or a scammer. I'm the same on the gram and off camera. But real talk, I get paid for my words. And I wouldn't trade this commerce. The conversation got me like, give her all. Cause you ready? No, I see you. Let's get you ready. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. She look at me like she seen money. Hey, like my daddy was Dungotty. So that baby ain't a nobody. Are we gonna go left and right? You ready? Okay, and then a left, a right, a left, a right, a left, a right. I see you, sir. I see you. That's beautiful. I see you. Yes, madam. I see you. Hey, all I wanna do is be like you miss 100% of shots you don't take. And I'm glad that I worked on my aim. No game, just a genuine brother. My bro, so she was a 10, said I swear you won't get her. Hey, but what's a 10 to a gentleman with high hopes? Girl, your presence is a tightrope. Got my mind moving on flight mode. But all I see is you, but I don't mind though. You say you know me through my poems, can you recite any? I'm not much of a drinker, but I like Henny. You are caught above, I'm not like many. That's a double one, we're moving twice for me. I can't lie, man, my bros are still on run-ups. No question, I ain't asked, brother, hush up. But real talk, I'm trying to stick to the words. I recognize it, I see what you were. She look at me like she see money. Keep them hands up, I see you two are still vibing. I'm loving that. I see you guys in the back as well. That's the vibe, left and right, ready? Okay, and then a left, a right, a left, a right, a left, a right, yeah. Okay, now I want to see your best dances. I want to see the best dances. Let's go, 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 go. Hey, you got it, you got it, hey, you got it.
You show the whole world.
She look at me like she see money.
Like my daddy was done.
Hey, hey, hey,
Baby,
hey, hey, hey.
yeah, you're messing with the sun.
Left, and then a left, a right, a left, a right, a left, a right, a left. We you, hey, don't object. Style up and prep. Okay, can I get a yeah, yeah, yeah? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can I get a yeah, yeah, yeah? You lot are amazing. Guys, thank you so much. I've been John Bernard. You guys have been incredible. Thank you so much for your time.